weed, the weed. Yo.
Surrounded by fine weed, looking like I'm trying to climb trees. My aura's so bright, it makes the eyes bleed. Spin, kick you into orbit at light speed. Now you can try to be everywhere like 5G. Fried like a burning skull possessed by Zarathos. Decomposed with a finger, hand of death like Thanatos. Pagans blessed to hunt with the head of an antelope. Speaking tongues, cut your head in half like a cantaloupe. Heartless, I stretch harlots and left darkness. Serve you a dirty dead carcass at the wet market. Stuff a body in the trunk, tell them step on it. Headshots, they made the back of your head vomit. Overdose, hit the afterlife high. Check my levels, satellites fry, Fahrenheit rise. The poisonous host making parasites die. I'm owed a pound of flesh and a glass of white wine. Crossfire accidents, air it out like flatulence. Cold shit, more pounds of flesh than human trafficking. Get your arms amputated, being a pacifist. From 900 yards with a scope that's very accurate. Crossfire accidents, air it out like flatulence. Cold shit, more pounds of flesh than human trafficking. Twisted cannabis, vicious like Stalin being a strategist. Kill the blasphemous, another pound of flesh for Baphomet. Pounds of flesh at the wet market. 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 Smoke, heavy joints pulling like gravity. Jabbing at dabs, expanding my lungs cavity. Nothing but mastery, running and gunning like the cavalry. Get plugged in, too much charge, it can kill your batteries. Breathe a fire till I'm out of breath, doesn't count for less. I'm coming up, strolling down the steps, underground connect. Red rum, blood in the wine, I'm owed a pound of flesh. Have you swimming in a bloodbath till you drown to death. Drop a bomb, annihilate who's around. It's the opposite of God, I violate like the clown. Put the fire to your face, I laser you down. Smoking fire to the face, fly away in the clouds. I plead the fifth, take the code of silence, hold the fire. Stare too long at this with open eyelids, get coronavirus. Sanctioning the crucifixion like I'm Pontius Pilate. Hijacking airplanes, punching pilots, inciting riots. Come off the top, you call the cops, I'm unorthodox. I'm pinhead, raising hell with Pandora's box. Giving coordinates to the sniper, how I call the shots. It's sudden death, I never miss when it's on the spot. Crossfire accidents, air it out like flatulence. Cold shit, more pounds of flesh than human trafficking. Get your arms amputated, being a pacifist. From 900 yards with a scope that's very accurate. Crossfire accidents, air it out like flatulence. Cold shit, more pounds of flesh than human trafficking. Twisted cannabis, vicious like Stalin being a strategist. Kill the blasphemous, another pound of flesh for Baphomet. Pounds of flesh at the wet market. Pounds of flesh at the wet market. Pounds of flesh at the wet market. Pounds of flesh, yo. Hardest, coldest February, thoughts are often hella scary. When I'm thinking out loud, I think the devil's near me. He whispered it's all about the cream like Ben and Jerry's. I'm keeping rap undead, live from the cemetery. Smoke the garden of Eden out of the serpent's apple. Before I march with the stormtroopers to burn your castle. Bombard cities with catapults and burning arrow. More blood will float in barrels of wine for early pharaohs. Whip out the twin pistols and spin kick you. I throw hands like a sentinel launching fist missiles. Leave your skeletal remains without skin tissue. Moving shadows like fish in water with ninjutsu. Dwelling underground, deep in the depths lurk. Corpses left stiff like a flat iron the dress shirt. Visuals like wet works, making your heads hurt. Exploding hearts out like an alien chest burst. Crossfire accidents, air it out like flatulence. Cold shit, more pounds of flesh than human trafficking. Get your arms amputated, being a pacifist. From 900 yards with a scope that's very accurate. Crossfire accidents, air it out like flatulence. Cold shit, more pounds of flesh than human trafficking. Twisted cannabis, vicious like Stalin being a strategist. Kill the blasphemous, another pound of flesh for Baphomet. Pounds of flesh at the wet market. 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 Premix, the Pro Tools guys with your premixed vocals.